Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Some people say that a society, a country, disintegrates when the country or the nation loses its soul. And you might think, what do you mean? Well, like in a family, there is a certain kind of bond in each family, and you don't have to ask them, hey, why do you love your family? Why do you like being in your family? It's true, some people don't like to be in their families, but those are, dysfunctional families. There's not a family, by definition, because a family, that's why they disintegrate. They don't have a soul. The family doesn't have a soul. The neighborhood doesn't have a soul. And this soul is not something that is based on material things. It's based on something that we, as a group, have in common. And we fight for it, and there are certain values that we put together, and we don't have to talk about them. We act because we know they are over there. You don't have to say, well, I don't think I was ever asked in my life, why do you love your parents? Because I love them? You never really think, oh, well, let me make a list. Why do I love my parents? No, it's something that you know you do. So the same thing is with the country. The problem is when your bond between the bond between the members of a country, of the society, of a tribe, is broken, then you don't stick for one another, and you can be destroyed from within. You can be destroyed from within because you might have, people infiltrated from outside that try to destroy you, or simply people from within that have a deviant or have grievances against the parents, or know what I mean. So money and television shows, beer and ladies of the night will not unite us. And we can say how much we want United we stand to do what? Plunder the rest of the world? That's not gonna make it. That's not gonna do it. We have to have something else. Okay, so I have this article, and you probably, based on my introduction, understand exactly what I mean. And this is the article coming from The Hill, October 6th, 2022. I sat on it because I had to, make sure that I'm in a mood to talk about this issue. Pentagon chief gives go-ahead to change military bases names after Confederate generals. Now, this is the Pentagon chief. All right? The United States Pentagon chief. Okay? Think about it. So he gives go-ahead to change military bases names that were after Confederate generals. Okay? Confederate generals, right? 1862, 1866, something like that, right? Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, that person, that American, has given the go-ahead to alter the name of some, brace yourselves, how many do you think? 5? 1? 10? 20? No, exactly 1,111 military installations and facilities related to the Confederacy, according to a new memo released Thursday. So this person, this American right here, who's in charge, who's the boss of the U.S. defense, right? He said, go ahead. I wonder who was the team who got all these 1,111 names. Worked very hard. Who paid for that? Okay. Following a final report from the Naming Commission. This is a comedy. If it weren't true or real, this would be there was a naming commission that looked into the issue in America, in your country, and mine, okay? Which last month put forward its suggestions to rename or remove the more than 1,100 items that fall under the purview of the Defense Department, the DoD. Austin has concurred with all of the Commission's recommendations. How can you, do you know all those guys? He said, yeah, go ahead. If they came with 10,000, if they could find 10,000, he would have said yes, 10,000, because he did not really care about the names. He wants that changed. What other people put in place, he's gonna change with the naming commission. So he concurred with all. He didn't have any problems with one, say, hey, maybe this guy, because I know, from 1,111 names, this guy, I think he should not. I don't think he knew more than 3 names, okay? In my assessment. In my opinion, which is not based on facts. It's just a gut feeling, okay? And I can exercise my gut feeling, Trump, right now. Shit. All the Commission's recommendations and committed to implementing them as soon as possible, Press Secretary Brigadier General Pat Ryder said in a statement. So these things will be done as soon as possible. I wonder when we're going to have another person in time. Let's say another person, and he's going to change the, I don't know, the guys from Tuskegee, we're going to change them, regiment or whatever, airmen, we're going to change them from, I don't know, from some Tojo names. Tojo, Yamamoto, Tojo was the defense minister of Japan, Yamamoto was the admiral of Japan. When that's going to move? And then where's going to come some other people will put, I don't know, Jai Shankar, will put Modi, will put maybe even, what's his name, Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi. So it depends on who's going to, you know what I mean? Okay, good. So at the heart of the effort were 9 Army bases currently honoring Confederate generals. They were named, they were put over there by some people. Remember? Who put them over there? Who named those? The people. The people are still around. The people are still around. But, all right, which the Commission earlier this summer offered alternative titles for. And I didn't cover that one. I still have the article. I left my ass off with the names. I was like, oh my God. There were some African Americans, there were some Latinos, there were some differently able individuals. You cannot make shit up. There were some other, like the whole spectrum, women, this and that. I was like, whatever they could scrape from whatever war, someone, regardless, just someone, and they can make a story how fantastic that person, and without that person, that war wouldn't have been won by United States of America. In each and every example. I didn't make that video because I was not in that mood, but it's still in here. I have it saved, so maybe when I'm gonna be angry enough, I will make that, and then I will get no, I didn't say anything. All right, I didn't say anything. Oh my God. So the effort of the naming commission comes after 18 months of work by the naming commission, including extensive consultations with experts, historians, and the communities rooted in the bases in questions. The plan will remove from the U.S. military names, symbols, displays, monuments, and paraphernalia that honor or commemorate the Confederacy or any other person who served with the Confederacy. All right, so you got it. It's more than this here, and once implemented, the Commission's plan will give proud new names that are rooted in their local communities and that honor American heroes whose valor, courage, and patriotism exemplify the very best of the United States military, Austin wrote. All right? So good luck. You know how much would cost this? How much do you think it's going to cost this? You would not guess. Think about, do you think $1 million? $10 million? $15 million? No, exactly $62.5 million to implement the recommendations from the final report, according to the commission. All right? There you go. While other people are thinking how to make, how to defend the country better, these guys are going to spend $62.5 or whatever million dollars to change the name from General Lee into, I don't know, Booker T. Washington. Or who the knows? He was not a fighter, but whatever. That was the first who came in my mind. Okay? So, yeah, my man. Yeah, my man. That's what it is. Now, you and others, anything? No. You know why? Because the country lost its soul. A beaten society. Because right now they talk about community. What do you mean? What about the community? It's still there. It's still around. Doesn't it matter anymore? No. Because that community is the bad community. And somehow that bad community created the greatest country in the world. You say it yes or no, but it is. Economically, socially, however you want to take it. It used to be to a pinnacle. Now it's going down. And it's going to go like this. After these guys are going to start getting George Washington off schools and my friend Andrew Jackson. Yes, he's my favorite US president, if you really want to know. Yes. And I'm proud of it. So that's going to take many others out of it. They got to go. But in the same time, they will erase the criminal history for the criminals that had marijuana possession. Okay? They are going to become great, fantastic citizens, but these guys got to be removed. How about the people who fought for the Union Army? Anything for them? No? Okay, all right. Maybe those guys should be, or only some from those armies. Yeah. Thank you very much. School, mass media, news and entertainment, and the politicians and the business community. Thank you very much. It's okay. Before that gets down here, I'll be dead many years. Thank you very much for being with me again today. But my kids will be around. But they can go in other countries. That's fine. Stay strong. Can you? Stay smart. Look for the truth and be just.